boxes. So 5 and 6 are the two that you might have to mess with. So if you were to plug an HDMI cable right in here, had a laptop, you could plug it right in here, that's number 5.
Mhm.
If you plug it into the red box that's mounted in this rack, that's number 6.
Okay.
So we're gonna want 6.
Yeah. And when we come back out, I'll bring some labels for that. And just label it like rack and front of house or something. These
Right.
buttons pop off and you can
Right.
label those.
And all that is just basically an input.
It's just a switcher, yeah, you're just switching between.
Got it.
And it's got the capabilities of adding, you know, a bunch of inputs as well. And then that just goes up to the projector.
If power goes off to the building, is it a hard switch so it automatically comes back on? Or
Yeah, it
is
should just
everything-
come back on.
But this is what we should see
Uh-huh.
in a normal operation, which is power, 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 power.
Yeah. So there's a second like lapel mic, which I don't think you guys have even used, but that's what this guy is. So this is your handheld wireless, which should be in that drawer. And then there's a lapel.
How many mics can we have going, or how many mics do we have?
Wireless, just the 2. I want to say there's a few mics in this drawer. So there's your wireless. You've got a few. I feel like there should be 4 of these. And so let's hook this up there, and I'll kind of go through. So these are your
Hard.
where you're plugging in, right? So 1 through, and those will show up on here. So if you're doing, you know, you've got some choir mics, I know they're probably in there. So there's 2 of those. You got some handhelds.
There's one down here.
Yeah, there's 4 of those. Bunch of mic cables in there. These are probably more if you're doing a production, which I have a feeling you're gonna call me if there's a production. You know, if you're doing your choir thing or whatever. Basically, I'll just tell you, it's basically so they can have the little mixers. And that does take a little bit of configuring,
So you have multiple mics. On at the same time.
right, so then, like, the musician or whatever, piano player can have their own, they can pull up piano,
Yeah.
bass.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say those are just gonna be completely ready to go. They're set up from last time, which probably wouldn't be the next time, but for doing assemblies,
Yeah.
just doing everyday stuff, you don't have to worry about it. Just so you know what it is.
For semi, the only thing I can imagine is like maybe two mics at the same time.
Maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I said, most of your stuff's probably gonna be your handheld
And
and a
handheld
projector.
off.
Right. So, yes. Obviously making sure everything's on. These are going out to the speakers. You've
Power
got the,
switches.
there's not, like everything is just on.
Mhm.
There's like a power strip in the back of this, and it's all plugged in up here. I think this was set up as an output to go to the speaker, so you could use it for music just in here. I don't know if you ever did that when Rachel was here, where it was just music in here and not out there.
I saw her do it.
Okay.
Not me.
And we'll get this turned on out there and we can kind of talk through that part. I think that's it for here. I did leave, here's kind of a longer HDMI.
So this is always on.
Yeah, and that's good. Even like when you get set up for school, I would just plug it in and leave it on. There's no reason to keep shutting it off every night. It's just not.
Okay.
It's not beneficial. It's actually harder on the electronics.
Is this a CD-ROM?
It's so there's one in the rack I was going to show you out there too, but it is CD. It's Bluetooth, so you can pair your phone to Bluetooth, and that'll show up. The negative side of it is there are 2. There's one here and one here. And there's no way to rename them. They're the same model, so it shows up as the
The
model.
same one, you gotta pick one or the
So
other.
you're getting, so if you only pair to one, like if you only paired to this one,
Mhm.
you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I've got like 5, because at an install I'll go test it and it shows up. So I'm like,
Pick and
is it
choose.
that one? Is it that
Right.
one?
Right.
So that is frustrating. I don't know why they don't give you I guess they assume you only got one, so they don't know.
We need to move everything out here.
They can probably squeeze by.
So this one.